Hi, my name's Coco and I'm a health and wellness coach, and I'm hailing from a relatively cool and quiet Melbourne, Australia. So for those of you who descended upon our shores to uh, partake in the Australian Grand Prix, then condolences. I do hope you got to see and enjoy our city anyway. So I'd just like to take a moment in light of the current climate to remind people to be calm, to be well, and to be healthy. So I studied psychoneuroimmunology and psychoendocrinology, and basically that means it it examines the impact that stress has upon the body to produce either health or illness. So I was heavily torn between research and sport, and so for those who know me, you know that I chose the sport route, but that's a whole different video. Anyway, the stress research requires the experimentation of animals, predominantly rats. And I would have to say that now the tables have been turned, and we're the lab rats. This is a huge, big experiment. And our windows of observation are via our devices, our phones, our computers, and our tablets. Because every time we type in a search query pertaining to the coronavirus into the search engines, all that information is collated and it's analysed, and then it's used to manipulate and exploit us. And that's caused completely normally sane people, although I do have other opinions, to, be fighting over toilet paper, to be queuing to visit doctors and hospitals, and to avoid taking public transport and driving. So if you take a step back, who benefits from that? Big business, oil companies, pharmaceutical companies, forestry industry, the tax man, and guess who's going to be paying for this? The taxpayers. And because we think that they're going to provide us with a solution, we'll be thanking them. I won't be. Because I know that the media, who has been helping to perpetuate the fear amongst people, they're helping to spread the message of divide and conquer, which is what's currently happening. So if you want to create wealth, you create a war. This is the war on humanity. So I studied communication studies in my undergraduate degree, and the one take I have from that subject is that the news is just the same story at a different time and a different place. As a direct result of that, I avoid listening, watching, and reading about the news. The important things always come through. So for those of you who do have symptoms of any particular contagious illness, I said it well before this coronavirus, and I'll say it well after this event has passed. You have my express permission to be selfish and keep your germs to yourself. But, be smart and manage yourself well. It's the same old stuff that you did before the coronavirus arrived. If plenty of rest, plenty of fluids. If you can, keep down food. Mother Nature provided food that provides us with minerals and vitamins. Try to avoid paying the pharmaceutical companies who are just rolling in the money anyway by avoiding pills and supplements. Huge advocate for Mother Nature. Massive fan of hers. She knows best. Always has and always will. And I just want to remind you that the solutions are actually within us collectively. They are within us. We actually know what to do. If we stop, be calm, and just assess this all rationally, because if you don't have it here, you don't have it anywhere. Cheers.